Many nocturnal habits can become silent murderous after 70. Imagine falling asleep and never wake up. In this video, we will reveal how small attitudes before bed can sabotage the health of the elderly, increasing the risk of serious problems, such as heart attacks, strokes, and sudden death during sleep. Eating late at night can be a harmful habit for the elderly, especially after 70 years. Metabolism slows down, digestion becomes slower, and the cardiovascular system is more sensitive to overloads. When someone eats before bed, especially heavy foods, the body is forced to continue working instead of resting. Studies indicate that this can lead to blood pressure peaks, changes in heart rate, and even trigger arrhythmias during sleep. Fatty or rich in refined carbohydrates raise blood sugar levels, favoring the accumulation of fat in the arteries and increasing the risk of silent infarcts. Changes in sleep quality can also occur, affecting cardiovascular health in the long run. Drinking a lot of water before bed is essential for health, but should be done with caution, especially for the elderly. With the advancement of age, the ability of the bladder to store urine decreases, resulting in the frequent need to urinate at night. Eating large amounts of water before bed can further increase this need, leading to constant sleep interruptions. In addition, excess fluid can overload the heart during night rest. To avoid problems such as frequent falls at night, variations in blood pressure, and possible cardiac complications, it is recommended to moderate fluid ingestion at the time before sleep. Choose to drink water in small sips and avoid diuretic drinks like coffee and green tea before bedtime. These simple changes can guarantee a quieter and safer sleep for the elderly. Sleeping in a hot room can be more dangerous than you might imagine for the elderly, especially after 70. Excessive heat during sleep can negatively impact the body's internal temperature regulation, fundamental to ensure a restorative rest. When the environment is too hot, the body needs to work even more to dissipate this heat, putting an additional load in the heart and disturbing deep sleep. In addition, excessive heat can lead to night dehydration in the elderly, where liquid loss through sweat makes blood denser, increasing the risk of clot formation and problems such as strokes and heart attacks. Keeping in a high temperature at sleep can also interrupt deep sleep cycles, resulting in frequent awakenings throughout the night without the person noticing. This repairing sleep deprivation is associated with increased blood pressure, worsening cognitive function, and weakening of the immune system. To protect your heart and ensure a quiet and safe night, it is recommended to maintain the room temperature between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius. Prefer light bedding, wear fresh sleeping clothes, and improve air circulation in the environment. Small changes in environmental temperature can bring significant benefits to the quality of your sleep and cardiovascular health. Sleeping on your back can be a risky choice for the elderly, especially after 70 years. This position can trigger breathing problems during sleep, as tongue and throat tissues can partially block the airways, reducing oxygen flow to the brain. This partial block can lead to sleep apnea, a severe disorder that interrupts breathing overnight. Over time, lack of proper oxygen can result in brain damage, increased blood pressure, and greater propensity to strokes and heart attacks. In addition to breathing problems, sleeping on your back can also impair blood circulation, especially in people with pre-existing vascular conditions. The pressure exerted on certain blood vessels in the supine position can make it difficult for proper blood flow to the body, thus increasing the risk of clot formation that can lead to ischemic strokes. Therefore, changing this position to something safer is vital to ensure healthier sleep and protect yourself against possible cardiovascular complications. When leaving the bed, it is important to pay special attention to avoid dizziness and falls, especially for the elderly. Rising abruptly can result in a sudden drop in blood pressure, leading to the feeling of dizziness and imbalance. This drop in blood pressure when changing positions may occur due to the body's delay in quickly adjusting to change. Night falls are one of the main concerns for the health of the elderly, as they can result in serious fractures and additional complications. To avoid these incidents, it is recommended to slowly rise from the bed, allowing the body to adapt to the new position before moving fully. Keeping a glass of water near the bed can also help prevent dehydration associated with postural hypotension. In addition, it is advisable to have a well-lit environment at night to minimize the risk of stumbles and falls. The sixth habit that can be fatal to the elderly is related to breathing problems during sleep, such as snoring, breathing, and insomnia pauses, symptoms that often go unnoticed. During sleep relaxation, the airways may be partially obstructed, making it difficult to pass the air and result in breathing breaks. These sleep cycle interruptions lead to a drop in blood oxygen levels, forcing the heart to work harder to compensate for this deficiency. Sleep apnea is one of the most common and dangerous breathing disorders during night rest. The affected person may have symptoms such as high snoring, breathing breaks, and waking up shortness of breath, indicating that something is interfering with normal oxygen flow. The impacts of sleep apnea go beyond sleepless night. It can cause extreme fatigue during the day, memory deficits, greater propensity to falls, and even contribute to the development of neurodegenerative diseases. Identifying these nocturnal breathing problems is crucial to adopting preventive measures and seeking adequate treatments to ensure a better quality of life and protect the cardiovascular health of the elderly. Often, the position you sleep can affect your health significantly. After 70 years, sleeping on your stomach can become problematic for the elderly, as this position can exert additional spine and neck pressure, resulting in muscle discomfort and rigidity. Sleeping in this position can impair the adequate blood circulation by compression of certain blood vessels, raising the risk of dangerous clots. In addition, compression of internal organs during sleep can negatively impact digestion and result in gastrointestinal problems. To avoid these problems, it is recommended to choose to sleep aside, preferably on the left side, to improve blood circulation and facilitate digestion. Small changes in sleeping position can make a big difference in your sleep quality and the protection of your cardiovascular health. Several studies show that lack of exposure to sunlight during the day can negatively impact the sleep of the elderly, especially after 70 years. Lack of sunlight interferes with the circadian rhythm of the body, responsible for regulating the sleep cycle and wakefulness. When the elderly do not receive adequate exposure to natural light during the day, their biological clock can be deregulated, resulting in difficulties to fall asleep at night and frequent awakening. This disruption in the circadian rhythm also affects melatonin production, sleep hormone, impairing the quality of night rest. In addition, limited exposure to sunlight is associated with a higher risk of vitamin D deficiency, which plays a key role in bone and immunological health. To ensure repairing sleep and promote good overall health, it is essential to increase exposure to natural light during the day and maintain a dark and suitable sleeping at night. Sleeping in a noisy environment can be harmful to the quality of sleep and the health of the elderly after 70 years. Constant noise at night can interrupt deep sleep cycles, preventing the body and mind from recovering properly. Studies show that exposure to high levels of noise during sleep is associated with increased blood pressure, greater propensity to heart problems, and sleep disorders. In addition, night noise can cause stress and anxiety, negatively impacting the mental and emotional well-being of the elderly. To protect your cardiovascular health and ensure quiet sleep, it is recommended to create a silent environment in the room using ear protectors or white noise machines to block external sounds. The quality of your sleep and your overall health can greatly benefit from a quiet at night. In this last passage, we will explore the impacts of poor posture when sleeping. Many people do not imagine how the position they lie down can affect health, especially when age. Sleeping with inadequate posture can result in back pain, muscle stiffness, and even compromise blood circulation. For the elderly, who naturally have physical and joint weaknesses, choosing the best sleeping position is essential to ensure a repairing rest and preventing body pain upon waking up. Let's find out how to adopt minor posture adjustments can make all the difference in your sleep quality and overall well-being. Do not miss the next parts of this crucial revelation. Subscribe to the channel and enable notifications. Protect your health and guarantee safe nights to live well. Share this video with who you love.